Your Excellency, Ambassador Joel, President of the Economic and Social Council, Your Excellency, Mr. Ibrahim Mayaki, distinguished panelists, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, it's my pleasure to welcome you here today, alongside the President of the Economic and Social Council, to launch the high-level panel on international financial integrity, financial accountability, transparency, and integrity for achieving the 2030 agenda. This initiative is yet one response to the problem of the financing gap in relation to the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals. It is based on General Assembly Resolution 74/206, which includes an invitation by member states to give appropriate consideration to the importance of combating illicit flows and strengthening good practices on assets return to foster sustainable development. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, we know that international bodies are already working to promote cleaner and more transparent finance. Many questions have arisen as to what gaps and vulnerabilities there are. By some estimates, the equivalent of 10% of world GDP is held in offshore financial assets. Corporate profit sharing is collectively costing governments between 500 billion and 600 billion a year in lost corporate income tax revenue, and globally corruption is significantly draining our budgets. We know that there are gaps, loopholes, and vulnerabilities. New cases are emerging every day, detailing the pilfering of resources, money laundering, tax evasion, bribery, and other financial crimes. No one is immune from this scourge. These gaps or other leakages to government revenues have real consequences in all countries, from developing to developed. If this activity continues, least developed countries will be unable to deliver adequate health care and education to their populations and fail to achieve our collective sustainable development goals. Let us not forget that we have pledged to leave no one behind. We have entered the decade of action and delivery, and our focus must now be firmly fixed on implementing the ambitious and transformational blueprint of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Our aim is to contribute to efforts which will enable the global economic and financial systems to work better for everyone, everywhere. Excellencies, let me assure you our goal is to contribute. We seek to add insight in areas where they are needed, open up the conversation, and find ways to accelerate progress. We trust that the panel, with all your input and support, will generate ideas and recommendations that member states can get behind. I commend all member states for their commitment to fighting corruption and for taking steps to prevent bribery and money laundering. I also acknowledge the efforts of member states in sharing tax information and their commitment to asset recovery and return. I recognize that the support from and solidarity within the international community has been and will be critical in facilitating successful outcomes. We must continue to galvanize multilateral support and strengthen international institutions to secure gains and make further progress. It is our belief that an independent review of existing institutional and legal frameworks related to financial accountability, transparency, and integrity can identify gaps, impediments, and vulnerabilities in their design and implementation, including with regard to their comprehensiveness, effectiveness, and universality. I urge you to lend your effort to this movement, to this effort, as you do to all other actions toward achieving Agenda 2030. I'm confident by working together we can succeed in creating a better world for all. I thank you.